right, happy Mindful Monday, Silver Souls. We are here on our first day after Huna. So Huna just ended yesterday, and I'm with Kumu Patrick Scott right here. There you go.
Hello.
And we've got Arjul and Daryl as well.
What's going on?
We wanted to pop on and talk about completion energy today. This is something that I don't think I really thought much about before talking about energy at Huna. And there's this idea that there is three types of energy. There's the energy of creation, transformation, and destruction or completion. And I wanted to ask Kumu Patrick to talk about that and just share with us what completion energy is and how we can look at it differently in a way that might better serve us.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Mindful Monday. I am serving as both the cameraman and the talent today, which is a huge challenge for me, so I want to do my best. In Huna we have laws or assumptions that we talk about, and one of them is the laws of cycles and rhythms, and that in life everything starts, has a beginning, has a middle, and has an end. And whether you talk about birth, old age, sickness, and death in terms of Buddhism, or you talk about just starting a business, its transformational energy in the middle, or the completion energy, people sometimes struggle with this idea of completion. And we've all gone through it. We all go through it during the course of our lives. Our children grow up, they move away, we get jobs, we move through jobs, lose jobs, we have school beginning, middle, and end. And yet I find that in my practice, people wrestle with this idea of completion. Completion is not necessarily death. And in the Tarot, we talk about the death card, and that the death card sometimes refers to morbid or mortality, if you will. But most often the death card signals the beginning or a transformational end to a cycle. And right now, and if you follow astrology at all, there are returns and things that happen in astrology which signal a new cycle or a new beginning. And ending and completing in a way that's graceful is important, because if you think about the times you've transitioned or moved into a new career, moved into a new relationship, and then ended something, sometimes it causes people a lot of stress. So I'm just trying to think, what did you guys learn from Huna, your Huna studies this time? We just completed Huna. This is Daryl and Arjul in the back seat with luggage loaded. We're going to the airport right now.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of baggage here. So at our Huna, one, we released a lot of baggage, metaphysical baggage, obviously, because we have a lot of physical baggage here right now with us. For me, I think this Huna was definitely a lot of, as we were talking about completion energy in a sense of, I guess, completion / transformation in a lot of different areas of my life. I'll give you an example. I would say career. I think coming into Huna, there were so many different, actually, this has been my fourth Huna that I've completed. And after each Huna, it always has been transitioning from like one career path to another career path to another. And this one, I think, is looking back and seeing how much my path has transformed and evolved. And I've had a lot of great reflections, more so like internally. It wasn't so much about the classes that we took, because I, as an assistant, we were more like assisting the other levels, like Daryl for his level, and just looking over some of the material. Again, nothing was new. It really was just something within me that was totally different on my path. So a lot of changes in looking back of like seeing how far I've gone for this particular chapter. So that's a lot about me. How about you, Daryl?
Yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about completion energy, especially today, with two main things. So I think one is that a lot of people, when they're having a great experience, they hold on to it and they're like, oh, I wish this would never end. Like, I don't want this to, I don't want to move on from this. Like, we've had such an amazing experience at Huna, and it's kind of the thing where it's like, oh, like I wish it was March already for time for next Huna. But I think, being pono, at peace with the completion of something, really lets you move forward on your path. And you don't have sort of one foot stuck in the past and one foot like looking towards the future. When you're at peace with completion, you present and looking forward and, you know, progressing. And it's sort of like coming from scarcity. It's like, oh my God, I'm never going to have this again. I don't want this to end. Versus, okay, that was a great moment. I'm going to move forward, and I'm sure, like, if not the same, like, great experience, like a different great one will come along. So there's that, and yeah, I think, you know, completion also for something new and great to start, something else has to complete. Whether it was a learning phase, whether it was, you know, whatever it is, to progress, something has to finish before you start the cycle all over again of, you know, beginning, creating, and transforming. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I think it creates
we
space.
have a Marco. There's a Marco here.
Oh,
listening.
Marco.
He's
Hi,
commenting.
Marco.
We wish you were here, man.
Yeah, to see you here in March. I agree with Daryl. I think that when we can embrace the completion of something, then we can actually step into the space that it creates. And I think that was a big thing for me this Huna was I really actually let go of some patterns that I felt like I'd been working on for a while, and I realized the only thing that was keeping them active was my belief that they were still there, and they weren't. And I think that just being there assisting and helping out was more of an experience for me just to witness other people's transformation, and kind of saw that in myself of, oh, all I need to do to put this to completion is actually just believe that it's done. And I had some different things clear up in relationships and career, and a big thing for me was focusing on just being of service in a way that serves me. You know, being able to just show up and assist without necessarily needing to stress, just enjoying it because I do enjoy it. And I feel like I really was able to step into that, so that was really cool. But yeah, I think completion energy is something that I'm excited to embrace, especially with today being the first day of fall. Fall is kind of that time to let things fall away, if you will, and bring things to completion. So I think it's kind of a perfect time for us to be having this conversation. Any other final thoughts, you guys?
I think if you all reflect on the endings, no matter how difficult that you've had in your life, that you will realize that those endings, whether it's a death in the family, very painful, the end of a relationship, the end of a job, transitioning from college to professional, it's just hard. It's hard in the moment to realize that these endings, and some of them are really celebrations. Graduation, right? High school graduation, college graduation are huge celebrations. Marriage, right? And sometimes divorce. I have people who have divorce parties, which is really fun, right? To keep it light. Endings are a necessary part of life. We create, we transform, and we end. And we end so that we can start something new. Sometimes if we're clinging too much to the past or too much in the old way, we are blinded to what's out there for us. So thanks for joining us today on Mindful Monday.
Yeah.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.